Stop scrolling, because this is not another learn cybersecurity in 24 hours scam. And no, you don't need to sell your soul to math, coding, or a 20-year IT career to start. Imagine waking up one day and finding out your company has been hacked, and you're the only one who knows how to stop it, even though 3 months ago you barely knew what a router was. That's where we're heading today. And yes, it's real. Because cybersecurity has become one of the safest career bets in tech, and automation can't wipe it out. If you've ever panicked, thinking, which tech career should I pick? Or, did I start too late? Then stay right here, because this roadmap clears everything up step by step. Cybersecurity is one of the only fields where beginners without IT backgrounds can grow into high-earning experts with the right sequence. You're going to see month by month what to learn, which skills matter, and which certifications actually get in interviews. If you'd stay until the end for clarity on your future, say, I'm staying in the comments right now. Before anything else, here's why cybersecurity is the career people switch into when they're tired of uncertainty, layoffs, and tech trend roulette. Cyber threats grow whether the economy is booming or crashing, which is why organizations keep hiring defenders and risk analysts. Even automation and AI haven't replaced cybersecurity roles. They've increased demand because smart attackers now use automation too. The industry doesn't care whether you worked retail, hospitality, HR, or construction, because the work is about mindset, not degrees or background. WebASha specifically highlights that cybersecurity careers do not require prior IT experience, and structured learning paths allow absolute beginners to enter and grow. So if you've been thinking you're late, you're actually early, because talent gaps are massive and companies need trained people. If this already gives you some hope, comment "needed this" before we move on. Most beginners sabotage themselves, not because cybersecurity is hard, but because they learn in the wrong order. They jump into hacking tools before understanding what they're even hacking. And then they give up thinking they're not smart enough. The real roadmap starts extremely simple. No coding, no hacking movies, no 500-page textbooks. Month 1 to 3 is all about fundamentals. Basic networking, Linux, Windows, TCP/IP, firewalls, Active Directory, and simple scripting. This builds tech intuition and confidence, because you understand how systems actually work before thinking about defending them. Yes, it's boring at first, but it transforms into superpowers fast once the puzzle pieces click together. Let me know in the comments if you want free practice resources for this first phase. Month 4 to 6 is where things get exciting, because now you step into real cybersecurity fundamentals. You learn SOC operations, CAM tools, incident response basics, malware awareness, risk management, and identity access control. This is where most people suddenly go, wait, I can actually do this as a job, because concepts stop sounding like alien code and start sounding like real daily work. You'll start analyzing login logs, spotting suspicious activity, and understanding how breaches happen. Labs and hands-on practice matter more here than theory, because companies want proof of skills, not memorized definitions. Completing beginner labs on platforms like TryHackMe or Blue Team Labs builds portfolio proof for entry-level roles. If you're shocked how doable this sounds so far, drop "wasn't expecting this" in the comments. Month 7 and beyond is where you break into tools, certifications, and specializations based on your personality, not hype. If you like structure and patterns, Blue Team defensive roles might be your lane. If you're curious and love puzzles, penetration testing and red team operations might be your calling. If you're analytical and strategic, GRC and security compliance roles might fit you perfectly with lower technical stress. This phase is not about learning everything. It's about narrowing down what fits you. You will begin focusing your labs, tools, and certifications around your chosen lane, not everything on the internet. Tell me in the comments which lane sounds most like you so far. Let's talk certifications, because beginners panic here more than anywhere else. You do not need 10 certifications to get hired, and you do not need the expensive ones at the start. The smart sequence is simple. Google Cybersecurity, Security Plus, or Blue Team Level 1 for foundations, then job-specific certs later like CompTIA, Cybersecurity Analyst Plus, Certified Ethical Hacker, Practical Network Penetration Tester, or Azure Security. A focused certification done alongside labs makes you more attractive than random cert collecting. Employers now care more about portfolios and real practice evidence than certificate walls, because anyone can memorize test questions. Certifications open doors, but proof of skills gets offers, so balance both. If you want a breakdown of certs based on job roles, comment cert list please. Now, cybersecurity careers don't start with hacking companies, they start with monitoring them. Most beginners land as Security Operations Center analysts, cybersecurity analysts, junior threat analysts, or information security analysts. Your early responsibilities include watching logs, responding to alerts, documenting incidents, and learning how attackers behave. This job builds instincts that become priceless later when you move into penetration testing, cloud security, or threat hunting. The first role is not glamorous, but it is the foundation that takes you from beginner to elite. Think of it like learning chess, by defending your king first before attacking the opponent. If this explanation helps you feel grounded, say, "Makes sense now" in the comments. Career progression looks nothing like a straight line. It looks like strategic leveling up. Year 1 to 2, SOC analyst or cybersecurity analyst, building foundations. Year 3 to 4, threat intelligence, cloud security, red team, GRC, or forensics, depending on what interests you. Year 5 plus, senior roles, consulting, architecture, and specialization salaries, reaching high 5 figures to 6 figures in most countries. The best part is that each step builds from hands-on experience rather than theory overload. You don't need to be brilliant on day 1, just consistent enough to gain experience and move to the next level. If seeing your possible future laid out like this is motivating, type, "I'm on this path." Labs are where your confidence skyrockets and your imposter syndrome drops. You start acting on alerts, tracing malicious IP addresses, scanning networks, analyzing vulnerabilities, and running investigation playbooks. You don't have to memorize technical terms anymore because your brain learns by doing. You'll follow real attack narratives and defend live systems through practice simulations. If you keep screenshots and notes of everything, you're building a cybersecurity portfolio that hiring managers love. This becomes proof that you didn't just study, you solved problems. Many beginners worry that AI will wipe out cybersecurity jobs, but here's why that won't happen. Attackers use AI too. The more cybercriminals automate, the more organizations need humans who understand systems, threats, and context to stop them. Tools detect patterns, but humans detect intent, the difference between an anomaly and a threat. Cybersecurity has become the shield of every digital system, and that shield must evolve constantly. That's why companies don't look for perfect experts. They look for adaptable learners who can grow with threats. This is why cybersecurity is one of the most automation-resistant fields in tech today. Comment, "AI won't replace cybersecurity," if this destroys your fear a bit. Another fear most beginners hide is, what if I'm not technical enough? Cybersecurity has multiple lanes, including non-coding and low technical roles that are still high impact. Governance, risk, and compliance helps companies stay legally and ethically protected through policies and audits. Identity and access management protects who gets access to what. Security awareness training helps companies protect their employees from phishing and social engineering. Threat analysis and digital forensics use investigation mindset instead of hardcore programming. If you've ever wanted a tech job without drowning in code, comment, "This is my lane." The major lesson no one tells beginners is that cybersecurity is not about knowing everything. It's about knowing what to look for. You won't remember every CVE ID, MITRE technique, or CM query syntax, and you don't have to. You'll learn to think like both an attacker and a defender, and that mindset becomes your biggest asset. You'll learn to spot patterns in chaos and connect tiny clues to massive threats. You'll learn that security is a chess match, not a textbook. This transformation doesn't happen instantly, but it happens sooner than you expect with steady practice. If mindset shifts like this keep you watching, drop, still here. A surprising benefit of cybersecurity is how portable the skill is. You can work in any industry: finance, defense, gaming, healthcare, government, e-commerce, manufacturing, and entertainment all need cybersecurity talent. You aren't locked into a single domain because every industry runs on digital systems now. You can even work remotely, freelance, or build security labs from home to level up. Experienced cybersecurity professionals eventually choose work, not the other way around. The power flips because organizations desperately need people who can protect their data, money, and reputation. If you want a career that gives you leverage rather than fear, say, "I want leverage" in the comments. If everything you've heard so far is resonating, here's your 90-day starter plan. Learn networking basics, Linux, and security fundamentals while doing small labs weekly. Don't rush into hacking tools until fundamentals click. because that's like trying to play guitar without knowing chords. Once you hit the 4-month mark, choose your cybersecurity lane and align your certs and labs to it. Build a portfolio and start applying even before you feel fully ready, because confidence arrives after action. Treat cybersecurity like a long-term investment rather than a sprint. You don't need perfection, you need momentum. If you're ready to start today instead of someday, write day one. What keeps most people stuck is that there will never be a perfect time to begin, so you might as well begin now. In 1 year, you can look back and say, I wish I had started, or I'm so glad I started. Cybersecurity is not a trend, it's infrastructure, and people who understand it become invaluable everywhere. You have a roadmap now, and you can either scroll away or build the version of you who gets hired, respected, and paid for protecting what matters. Every person watching this can break in, even without IT experience, if they follow the sequence consistently. The comments are open for questions, resources, and guidance, because the journey is easier with community. If you're ready for the next cybersecurity video, tools, labs, portfolio walkthrough, type next video, and let's build this future together. Found this valuable? Watch our playlists for more practical, expert-level insights on digital transformation and leading your career into the next era of growth. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who needs a clearer strategy. Knowledge is power, and the more people who understand this, the more successful your organization will be. Simplify the tech, amplify the impact.